I know that your success didn't happen right away. And I knew you for a bunch of years where you'd come on our show and be really funny. But the whole thing hadn't quite gelled or clicked yet. And then...
Conan, I was a busboy at a strip joint till I was 28.
Yes, I was going to get to that. Yeah, you were. And I try to picture you in these real jobs. In these. I hope so.
With my briefcase.
Yeah, I do think that's a real
my
job.
Canteen. Going to work, honey.
No, but I had to wear like a cummerbund. It was like a fancy.
And it was a strip joint.
On Park. You were in New York probably at this time. It was called Stringfellows.
Yes.
So I worked.
I had
there.
a table there.
Yeah. I never saw you come in. Thank goodness.
No,
it was, and the guy that I moved to New York with, who we went to college together, he was the cashier at the strip joint, and he ended up being Jimmy Fallon's head writer.
Right.
80 Miles, if you know 80 Miles.
That's where all the best head writers come from.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then weird.
And well, I'm curious because I'm trying to picture you in a situation where you have the comedy mind that you have, but you're doing a job like that. You're, you're working at a strip club. Would you say you were a busboy?
Busboy.
Busboy. So you're wearing a cummerbund and
I had a crummer. Do you know what a crummer is?
No.
It's a little metal stick that you take out of your pocket and you get the crumbs off the table.
Oh, yeah.
For Wilt Chamberlain.
If Wilt Chamberlain had gone.
I think he came in a lot.
Maybe it was another 7'2" legend. His name was Wilt Chamberlain, and he was 7 feet 2 inches tall, but it wasn't that Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, this guy was an accountant.
Yeah. And a very good one. Were you funny at that job? And I bring it up because I know that when I did jobs that weren't comedy related early on, I was deadly serious to the point where when they found out later on, oh, I just got a job writing, I'm leaving, they said, there's no way you're a comedy writer. Because I was just dead serious, never made a joke, just did my work.
That makes sense.
I think it comes with maybe being depressed. I don't know. What was your situation?
The strippers were not nice to me at all. I was really intimidated. The men that went in there were not the men that I would want to hang out with anyway. So It was a weird situation. I don't remember trying to be funny. I'm sure with the others, with Miles that was working there. I'll tell a story. I think I've told this story, hopefully not here before, but...
it's a fractured media. No one's heard it. Go ahead.
And no one will. But Miles and I were getting ready for work. There was a snowstorm in New York. It was a blizzard. I'll never forget. And it was in the mid-90s. And I'm putting my cummerbund on. Miles had just lost $1,000 from the register. It's mafia owned, or it was, I think. And so he was so worried. He had to go in and face the music. He lost it. He wouldn't have taken it. He lost it. So I'm putting my cummerbund on, and as I'm looking over, I lived in his closet, and I look up, and Miles is tying his shoe, and he says to himself, didn't want me to hear it, knowing he had to go face the music, "This is worse than Bosnia." Bosnia was going on at the time.
Yeah.
And that's what he compared. And I'll never forget how
wrong that
how dramatic.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong that owing Stringfellows $1,000 is worse than anything that happened in Bosnia.
Well, if you know that the mafia might have, and then what happened, we go to work and the feds came in, they closed it down that day. And that was it.
A mysterious tipped call came in.
Yes, from a busboy.
Yeah.
That's friendship.
Yeah. But no, I was very serious at that job, I think. Yeah.
We shot a bit once in Houston at like 2 a.m. at a strip club.
We'll be right back with the world's worst bragger.
Yeah. We were there to shoot some piece, and so I'm there. I think we were just trying to figure out, because my show in Houston at the time, this is like 1995, 96, aired at like 3 a.m. So I went to places at 3 a.m. to figure out if I could see anybody watching our show and who's up and watching TV at 3 a.m. And that it ended up being very funny. I went to a bus station, I went to an emergency room, and I went to a strip club. And you walk in and you see these beautiful naked women, and just my head turned into a jukebox cartoon where all the cherries come up. It's like ding, 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 and coins came out my mouth. I was like and all the cartoon stuff, like steam coming out of my ears. I'm like, I can't believe it. Within 15 minutes, we had a problem with the camera, and we're trying to figure it out. And this completely naked, beautiful woman who would have been my fantasy of every way of 16, completely naked, not wearing a stitch of clothing, comes up and starts to talk to me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, can you just give us some room? No. We got an issue with this camera. And
By
I'm kind
us, you mean who?
Me and
you
the
and your balls?
cameraman.
Oh, okay.
No, me and I am not that polite to my balls.
I imagine you were there by yourself. He said, "Can you give us some room?"
Yeah. Pardon me, testicles. No, I have a very different relationship with my testicles. But I remember being kind of irritated. Like, can't she step back? We're trying to fix this lens. And I was realizing that, oh my God, you get inured, you get used to this right away. Like you're in there for 10 minutes and suddenly it's like, come on, naked, gorgeous woman. Can you give me a break? We need to get this shot.
And behind the scenes, there's nothing, like the women are talking about how much they hate the men that they have to, like they so it's not thrilling backstage. It's a whole different scene. So
that's where, because strippers love me. They just love me.
Oh, huh.
Yeah.
What?
I think I'm the one guy that when I go into strip club, they're just like, wow, I love him.
Conan, when is the last time you've been in a strip club?
1969.
Right.
I was 6 years old.
Right. I was conceived at one. We won't go further into that story.